Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your host RT, and today's video is going to be different from all the rest I've ever made. And it's not a farewell. It's not a, I'm quitting my channel. So I don't want to clickbait you and say, oh, okay, we're done, and you know how those people do. I'm not going to do that. So, but I do feel like I owe you guys this, and because you've taken an investment in this channel, and I just want to be transparent with you guys and just explain to you what's going on, some of the changes and why the changes. Okay, so you can understand what's going on with the channel. So I wrote some notes. This is kind of raw and off the cuff, just so I can make sure I can talk about everything I need to talk about. So what's happening, right? So what's happening is I want to change my channel. It's all going to be gaming still, but I just want to change the format a little bit. Well, actually a lot. And why the change, you ask? Okay, so the channel's really not working for me, and it's not about the views and the subscribers. It has nothing to do with that. This is a hobby for me. This is something I like doing, and I just enjoy playing video games. But we'll more on that later. So it's not working, and not for the typical reasons like most people quit or most people change up their stuff because of the views or their performance. It's not that. Mine's is for totally different reasons. Okay, so basically, for one, the workload. Okay, if you have made any videos in the past, and if you're a YouTube creator, content creator, you know that it's a lot of work. Okay, so from what you see at the end, what the 10-minute video or 20-minute video you make that you present to your audience, that took days sometimes to even make, right? And sometimes you make a video and it's like, is that really what I want to talk about, or do I want to feed the algorithm? And more on the algorithm in a second, because I got a bone to pick with the algorithm. Okay, and it's not really nothing bad. It's just I need to just be real with you about it. Okay, so it's time consuming. Some people, younger people, their mental health, it could just, they're always stressed out and checking stuff. I can't say I was really stressed out. I enjoy what I'm doing, but it's just, I can see where that takes a toll, where you're constantly doing, the research and SEO and trying to find, what's going to click, and, and well, that's great and everything. If you're trying to be a YouTube full-time, YouTube celebrity, go for it. But I hit my goal. I got monetized at the beginning. So we'll move on to the different things I've tried. I've tried multiple channels, because I tried to feed the algorithm and say, okay, well, algorithm wants you to do just this and just this and just that. So it's hard to grow when you have a whole bunch of interests, but you're trying to shoebox everything into one little area. I mean, you will grow now, but at the same time, and I did at first, I was doing that. I started with these beautiful arcade machines and a couple I got in my basement because I love arcade machines. But and I still do. It's just you're trying to feed the algorithm, so it wasn't a big audience there, but that's fine. I don't care about that. I enjoyed every single video I made. I'm proud of every video I made, and I loved all the viewers and all the comments and everything I got from the people who watched those videos and who still watch those videos. Thank you guys. I mean, I want your input, and I love that somebody has interest like me, and I can just I can share that and be knowledgeable about what I'm talking about. Not an expert, but I know a thing or two about arcade machines. Anyway, and then it went on to just random topics I had about the news and just what's going on in gaming world. I love doing those every now and then. I love talking about my takes on video games. I loved and then I loved the tutorial videos I had. I loved the the throwback videos I had, the retro video games. I love playing those. I just like a lot of stuff. Okay, but that's a lot of work. If I can barely run one channel, how am I going to run multiple channels? Okay, so you spend a lot of time with research and stuff, and with that, guys, I'd say for me, it kind of sucks the fun out of it. Okay, this is supposed to be for me anyway. It's not a business. It's not where I'm trying to. I mean, I got a great job. I love my job. Great family life. I just feel like I don't need the channel to validate me or pay my bills. I've been doing that for a long time. It just, and the money I get, let's be real, I do see some successes, and then I see some months where it's like, man, I might can eat McDonald's, and the inflation, I might have enough for McDonald's and maybe a Happy Meal on the side. Sometimes it doesn't pay out at all, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. My joy is making the videos for you guys. But yeah, it does suck out the fun. The fun's supposed to be YouTube, where you make videos that you want to make and that your audience wants, but at the same time, you as a creator have passion to make. Okay, so also going to the next topic, playing the algorithm. The algorithm I'm not saying it's YouTube's fault. Okay, YouTube at the end of the day, it's a business. All right, and if you don't know that, then I'm here to tell you, it's a business. They're there to push videos that, you know, they can say what they want, but they're there to push videos that are going to make them money. Okay, and they reward those people by, you know, giving you some of the share. So how it works is, let's say I'm not even monetized. Let's say you're not monetized yet and you're making videos, and YouTube's still going to get paid off those videos before you're monetized. When you prove to them with the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers that you're worthy or that you're for real, then they'll cut you in and stuff like that. And you can make good money doing it. It's a very viable thing to do. So I'm not mad at the algorithm. I'm not mad at YouTube. That's just, it is what it is. Okay. And that's fine. But for me, you know, I'll segue into the next segment of what I always wanted to do on YouTube. Okay, what I've always admired. I love too many kinds of video games. Okay, I love retro video games. I love RPGs. I love JRPGs. I love Souls-like games. I like action RPGs. I like first-person shooters. I like fighting games. I am a gamer first before anything else. I love these games, and I've been, I guess, blessed, you know, to be able to play at not the highest level, but I can play at a pretty competent level with a game I'm playing. I don't have to sit there and figure it out and try to, you know, BS my way through it. I can actually, if I put my mind to it, adapt to the game and, you know, play it pretty well and have a good experience. So I feel like, and I've been doing it, you know, gaming for me, and I know there's a lot of gamers out there, or gamers out there. Sometimes you see those channels, and I'm not shitting on nobody, but I'm just being real, where they've never played the game, never did this, and you know, they're just like, they're just there to play the algorithm, to make a check. You know, they sometimes, and I'm on my soapbox, I'm getting off, but I just gotta say this. I see them play these games, and it's like, I'm like, dude, you don't even play. You don't, and that's fine. That's fine. Let me stop, because, you know, I'm not gonna talk about that, but I see that. But for me, I feel like gaming first. Now you say, RT, well, you could play the games offline. You don't even have to have a channel. You can play the games offline and, you know, probably get more time in because you don't got to edit. You don't got to do anything like that. And you can, you know, play these games. And I absolutely could. I have for years. But the beautiful thing about gaming for me is sharing it with somebody. Okay. If I'm playing a game, right, and I see a moment, if I'm playing like Final Fantasy or something like that, or if I'm playing Street Fighter 6 and I'm online competitively playing some games, yeah, you can watch a replay or whatever, but it's not the same as is sharing that moment with somebody else, or sharing my input with somebody else about a game that I love, or reading the comments and them sharing, the audience sharing something that you love. You know, that's huge, you know, for me anyway. I mean, it's just so many beautiful games out there that I just want somebody's opinion on. Maybe they want to see my opinion. Maybe they want to see my play style. I watch other people's videos. Sometimes I want to see their play style. I feel like I watch some good gamers that are actually invested in the game and the audience, and they actually, I enjoy their, you know, walkthroughs with commentary or whatever they're doing, you know, because if you notice the difference between, and this is again off topic, I'm rambling, but if I watch a video with no commentary, that's fine. No hate on that. No shade on that. I get it. That's, some people like to do that. But if I watch the same video, same game being played by somebody who could even actually be worse at the game, you know, not be perfect and everything, but they commentate on it, that makes it special, because I feel like I'm invested with that person. We're doing it together, and that's just what I like. So anyway, going back to what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to do a variety channel, okay? Because a variety gaming channel. I play way too many video games to box myself into one thing. I have too many passions. Like I said, I like talking about video games. I like playing video games. I like talking about these beautiful arcade machines behind me. I got too much, and I'd much rather just make videos that I feel like the audience might want, and games that I enjoy playing, than try to sit here. And don't get me wrong, all the games I've played on this channel so far, I enjoyed them. Okay, a lot of them I played before. A couple of them were brand new, I'd never played, but I enjoyed each and every one of them. And I feel like if I try to offshoot and just play what's popular, or just, you know, play something I have no interest in, then, you know, I'm gonna come off, I'm not gonna enjoy myself, for one. You're not gonna enjoy listening to me talk about something else. You're gonna see it, you're gonna know that I think this game sucks, and I'm just trying to feed an algorithm, and I can't do that. I love what I do too much to the video games, playing video games, to sacrifice that to feed an algorithm. I just won't do it. I can't do it. If I'm gonna keep this channel going, I have to be interested, I have to be engaged, and that's just what I like doing. So next point, I'm not really worried about the algorithm. I'm not worried about if the videos don't do anything, that's fine. I'm totally okay with that. If they get like 2 views and 1 like, that's cool because somebody watched it, you know. And the thing is, I enjoyed making it, and it's there. It's always going to be there where, you know, I can always look back later and say, oh yeah, I made that video about so and so, and you know, I'm okay with that. So I feel like people say YouTube's easy or they got it made. Even successful ones, they got it made. A lot of work goes into that. A lot of stresses these guys, especially if it's your livelihood. I'm lucky that it's not my livelihood. I can do this for fun. It's not a livelihood for me. But for people who are, I understand, and I won't say I share your pain because I'm doing this. That's why I'm making this change on my channel, because I don't want to go down that path. But I get it. I understand. It's a lot to go through. It's a lot. Some of the comments you get, some of the, you know, always having to be on the lookout for what's next and what's new and what's great, and you have to, you know, compete with 1 million people. And at the end of the day, it's not really. It's your YouTube channel, but is it really your YouTube channel? You know, you have to feed an algorithm and maybe do some things, or maybe do some work that you really don't want to do, and miss out on stuff you might really want to, things you really want to do. And so it's a double-edged sword. You can take your happiness like me and have a variety channel where you might get lucky and, you know, whatever, but at the end of the day, you're still going to have your happiness. That's guaranteed. Or you could venture off and do, and some people love what they do. Not everybody's in that category, but a lot of people, a lot of creators, it's, you know, they make the same stuff, and they're in this box, or they have multiple channels and have to, it's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. So let's talk about the most important thing on this channel is you guys as the audience. Okay. You guys have been great. I mean, you guys have been awesome. From the very beginning, I had a few subscribers here and there, but I mean, like I say, I try to comment and respond to every comment you guys seen. If you've been through my comments before, more than likely, unless you said something stupid, you know, I just take it with a grain of salt. But, you know, anybody who's made a comment, I try to respond to it because I feel like that's important. And luckily, my channel is small where I don't get a ton of comments, so I can actually respond to each and every one. But I do read them. I do read them, and I thank you for them. Thank you for your engagement. Thank you for watching my videos. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, I understand that this change might not be for everybody. It's and it's okay. It's don't. I mean, I'm a grown ass man. You know, I get it. You know, it is what it is. This might not be for everybody. Some people subscribe just for retro content or just only arcade content. And like I say, I'll talk about in my next segment the changes I want to make. But you know, if you don't feel like you're obligated to stick around the channel, I mean, I'd love to have you here. I'm glad you came in the first place. Yes, and thank you. But at the same time, I mean, I get it. That's just part of is what it is. Guys are gonna have other interests, and gals are gonna have other interests, and you know, and no, trust me, no harm, no foul. Don't feel like you're gonna hurt my feelings or anything. It is what it is. You know, I get that. But thank you for even, like I said, for even hanging out a little bit of time you did. If you decide to leave, I get that comes with the territory. So don't worry about it. No harm, no foul. I expect that's what'll happen. I expect that. Okay. So, but thank you guys for being, you know, just awesome like you've been. Now let's talk about where the channel's going. Okay. So what I want to do with my channel is I want to keep it my own. I don't want to go out and branch out, and you know, if I get a sponsor along the way someday, great, but I don't want to farm it out. I don't want to have somebody doing my editing. I don't want to lose control of my channel. It's my channel, and I don't want to lose control of it. I don't want to have just people dipping their hands in it and trying to, you know, I don't want that. I just want it to be a variety gaming channel where I play, you know, all games. And like, people say you can't be a variety channel in 2025. You couldn't even do it in 2020, but you know, and make it. It's not about that, man. It's not about that at all. It's about me playing video games and doing what I love. Like I said, I've been playing video games. I'll be 50 this year, guys. Old ass. I'll be 50, and I feel like I've been playing since, you know, when I was 2 or 3. You know, back in the Atari days. You know, I was actually playing back then. You know, before I was like 3 or 4 years old, I was playing Atari. So I've been playing, and I've always kept up with. I've been playing games. I went through all the eras, all the systems, all the time frames, NES, 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, Generation 7, Xbox 360, the whole thing, and I'm still here, and my passion is never burnt out. So I feel like I cannot just play one type of game and be happy and be sane and keep this thing going. I have to play all these games, and I understand it might not be for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. Okay, nobody likes everything. Like, the only thing I don't play is, and I just not interested in them. I don't play like Minecraft. I don't do Minecraft, and Minecraft's a great game. My kids play Minecraft. Everybody, my mama plays Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft. I've played it like once to see what it does, and I've never touched it. I don't play strategy simulator games where, you know, you got a big team on one side. Now I will play some asymmetric type games where you over the top. Like I'll play like roguelike games. I'll play those. I love playing those. And roguelike games, I'll play them, but I don't like playing the ones where you gotta feed your troops and then you gotta, you know, make sure they got weapons and you gotta make sure they sleep and you gotta move this tank army. I don't play those. And I don't play other simulator games like mall simulator, where you pretend like you go to a mall and you open up a hot dog stand and you gotta market all your, like, for example, be like Madden, the franchise mode. I don't touch it. I play Madden, just straight up Madden. In the franchise mode, let the computer hash that out. I'm not gonna trade players. I mean, trade players one thing, but I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Those are the two types of games I don't play. Anything else, I'm willing to give it a shot. So, and that brings up my next point of requests. If you have requests, let me know in the comments if the games you might like and might want to see me play. I definitely I got a whole ton of games that I love to play, and they range from retro to, you know, the PlayStation 2 era to the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era, PlayStation 4, and even the PlayStation 5, PC, indie. I have a back catalog of games that I need to play, and I'm gonna play. But at the same time, I'm sure there's a lot of those games in my catalog that you might like. So just let me know in the comments some of the games you might want to see, and it could be from anywhere. You know, TurboGrafx 16 or whatever. I mean, I might not, if it's a game I've never played, I might not be good at it, but at least not at the beginning. We'll adapt. But at the same time, you know, I still would play it for you guys, or just, you know, because it might be something that I want to experience myself, because there's a lot of heavy hitting games I haven't played yet because I've been so busy with other stuff, and I feel like this is a perfect time to play these games. So, but I'm gonna probably end it on that note. So yeah, so if you signed up for retro, there's still excuse me, there'll still be retro games in the rotation. Like I said, I'll just have out like for requests I get, or just games that I feel like I want to play, like arcade wise, or, you know, old retro games. They'll definitely still be in the rotation, and, you know, go from there. So yeah, I'd let you guys know that if you're seeing new games and stuff pop up on the channel and you're like, man, it's not what this guy normally does. Yeah, it's just I gotta be real with myself. I don't think I can keep that up, just doing the same thing in gaming, where gaming is too broad and I love it too much just to do one genre, even though it's a great genre of retro games. I mean, retro games, they're awesome. But there's a lot of other games I want to play as well. So yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. I know I probably rambled and probably talked more than I should, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to let you know what's going on with the channel, so you don't get blindsided or just think I'm crazy. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one, guys. And in my saying, when I always say protect, God bless you, protect yourself, or God bless you, protect your inner peace, that's true. And this is kind of one of the inner peace moments I'm having, where I feel like you know, you got to be true to what you like doing, and even if it doesn't pan out, but at least in the success part because of the algorithm. But at the same time, for me, I think it's a total win, because you know, I'm doing what I love to do, and hopefully you guys find some entertainment in it, playing just video games and not worrying so much about trying to feed an algorithm. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you got any suggestions or any games you might want. But yeah, so it's gonna be just me playing the video games, me commentating commentary on the games, and yeah, and I'll sprinkle in some other stuff that I used to do. Like, I will talk about my arcade machines. You will get face videos like this from time to time if it's something cool that I feel like I want to share. But yeah, we're not algorithm chasing. We're not doing any of that. We're just here for the games, okay? And if the algorithm, you know, likes it and takes mercy on us, hey, whatever. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, guys, take care of yourself. God bless you. Protect your inner peace. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.